Hello everyone, I am Swarupa, Assistant Professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering at St. Martin's Engineering College. Welcome to my video lecture. My today's topic is on classification of sensors. Electronic sensors. Electronic sensor is a device which converts non-electrical signals into electrical signals. Non-electrical signals are physical signals. The physical signals are temperature, pressure, force and flow, motion and displacement, humidity and light and flow, and these physical signals can be converted into electrical signal because these are the non-electrical signal. So here the sensor is a mediator to convert non-electrical signals into electrical signals. And applications of sensors. Electronic sensors can be used in industrial automation for process control monitoring and consumer electronics for user interactions, healthcare for patient monitoring, and it can be used in smart devices and automobiles and onboard applications, embedded systems, and it can be used in industrial applications, process control and digital systems. We have many more applications of this electronic sensor. Now, significance in modern technology. Electronic sensors can be used for the development of smart systems and Internet of Things, IoTs, and which enabling, and it can be used for the enabling interconnected devices. And next slide is basic principle of sensor operation. Sensor operation is based on basically three parameters, and that is resistive sensors, capacitive sensors, and inductive sensors. Resistive sensor changes their electrical resistance with the environmental factors, that is temperature and pressure, and it can be used in the industrial applications, automobile applications and environment applications. Capacitive sensor changes their electrical capacitance, and it can be used in the industrial applications, and it can be used in digital systems and electronic circuits. Next, inductive sensors. Inductive sensors can change their inductance, and it can be used in the all the digital systems. Classification of sensors. There are three types of classifications, that is functional classification, type based classification and application based classification. First, functional classification. In functional classification, the sensors can be categorized based on their function, that is temperature sensors, pressure sensors and motion sensors. Temperature sensors can be used to detect the temperature, and it can be used to measure the heat with respect to the environmental factors. It can be very useful in environment applications. And these are there are three types of temperature sensors: thermistors, thermocouples, RTDs, resistor temperature detectors. So in this, the RTDs, resistor temperature detector, are best suitable sensor in all the sensors because it having a good characteristic equation, that is accuracy and precision and sensitivity. And next, type based classification. In type based classification, sensors are categorized by their application type, that is the active sensors and passive sensors and analog sensors and digital sensors. Analog sensors give continuous output. For example, thermistors continuously changing with respect to the temperature. In this thermistors, resistance is continuously changing with the temperature. Next, in this active sensors doesn't require any external excitation source. It directly generates the continuous output. Next, digital sensors. Digital sensor will give the digital outputs in the form of binary numbers, that is 0 and 1. So in the digital sensor, the data can be transmitted from transmitter to receiver in the form of byte, nibble, byte and word. So if it is a 4-bit data, we are using the nibble transmission, and 8-bit data it is byte, and 16-bit data we are using the word. So like that, the digital sensors can be worked in the industrial automations, and it can be used in the digital systems, and it can be used in environment applications also. Next here, application based classification. Sensors can be based on their application, that is industrial monitoring applications and healthcare applications. Industrial monitoring applications can be used for the aerospace applications, in navigations. It can be used in all the electronic appliances. And next, healthcare applications. Healthcare applications can be used for the patient health monitoring, and it can be used in the medical diagnostics, and these healthcare applications can be used in the hospitals and medical equipments and process control and embedded systems. And it can be, if we want to choose the ECG report, scannings of the patients, health and BP checkups, we are using many number of electronic like electronic medical instruments. In all these medical instruments, we are using this application based this healthcare application. The healthcare sensors can be playing major role in the medical diagnostic applications. Next, functional classification of sensors. There are three types of functions, that is temperature sensor, pressure sensors, and motion sensor. First, temperature sensor. Temperature sensor changes their temperature with respect to the environmental factors. So it can be playing major role in the environments, and it can be used in industrial applications also. The temperature sensors are three types, that is thermistors, thermocouples, and RTDs. Next, pressure sensor. Pressure sensor changes their pressure with respect to the piezoelectric instruments, and it can be used in the automotive applications and aerospace sectors to control the distance and speed of the aeroplanes and flights, and it can be used in our navigation systems also. Next, motion sensor. Motion sensor can detect the movement of the objects. Motion sensor can detect the movement of the objects. These motion sensors can be used in the security systems and smartphones, and it can be used in lifts, shopping malls, and for waving machines in supermarkets, like that. And next one is classification of sensors. There are four types of classifications: analog sensors and digital sensors, passive sensors, and active sensors. First, analog sensors. Analog sensors will give the continuous output. Okay, if for example in temperature, the resistance can be changes continuously with respect to the temperature. That is analog sensors. And next, digital sensor. Digital sensors will give the digital outputs. That is in the binary format or in the discrete. These are the outputs are discrete signals. That is 0 and 1. The data can be transmitted in the binary form. That is, if it is a nibble data, that is we are using the four binary bits. Word we are using 16 bits. Byte we are using the 8 bits. That means the output is in the form of digital. Next, passive sensor. Passive sensors does not require any external excitation source or power source. It directly generates the output. And active sensors, it requires an external excitation source or an external signal will give, then only the active sensors can be works. And example for this active sensor and passive sensor, it is camera. Camera is the best example of active sensor as well as the passive sensors. And next, application based classification of sensors. Here we have more number of applications. Automotive sensors. Automotive sensors can be used in industries and aerospace applications and navigations, and it can be used in digital systems, and is used in all the electronic appliances and especially in smartphones. And next is healthcare sensor. Healthcare sensors can be used for the patient monitoring and medical diagnostics. Healthcare sensors can be used for the equipment of instruments in the hospital, so for scanning and ECG reports and everything. And here next, consumer electronic sensors. Consumer electronic sensors can be used for the interactions, and it can be specially used in the smartphones and enabling the illustrating the user interactions, and it can be used in all the medical diagnostic applications. And next one is types of temperature sensors. There are 4 types of temperature sensors: thermocouples, RTDs, resistance temperature detectors, and thermistors, and diagram references. Thermocouple generates heat, and it can be created it generates a voltage between two dissimilar metals, and it can be used for the industrial applications and weather monitoring applications. Next, resistant temperature detector. RTDs can be varies with the temperature. It can be these are the pure metals, and it will give the characteristics, that accuracy and precision characteristics, and it can be used in all the industrial and automation applications. Thermistors will give the changes in resistance with respect to the temperature and pressure. Thermistor can change the continuously resistant with respect to the temperature and pressure. It can be used in all the temperature measurement applications. Diagram reference. So diagram illustrates it represents how the temperature sensor can be works. How this temperature sensor will controlling and it give the balancing capabilities of the temperature measurements. Next, types of pressure sensors. There are two types of pressure sensors: piezoelectric sensors and capacitive sensors. Piezoelectric sensors will generate the voltage between two dissimilar metals, and this can be used for the pressure measurement applications. Capacitance sensor measures the changes in capacitance with respect to the pressure variations and high sensitivity and its static characteristics, accuracy and precision. It will give a better characteristics and it can be used in the pressure measurement applications. Next, overview of this motion sensor. Motion sensor means is a movement of the displacement, and there are it can be used for the industrial applications, and it can be used in by accelerometer and gyroscopes. Accelerometer can measure the displacement, and it can be measure the distance and acceleration. Gyroscopes measure the rotational acceleration forces. And rule of diagram illustration measures, and it will give the how the sensors can be works and how this motion sensor can be works. Next, types of light sensors and their functions. There are two types of light sensors: photodiodes and phototransistors. Photodiode sensor, it can be used to convert light energy into electrical energy. It can be used for the LEDs and it can be used for light measurement applications. Phototransistor is similar to the photodiode, and this photodiode converts light energy into electrical energy. And again, this electrical signal is having a weak strength, then it can be used to amplify. And that means the electrical signal can be increased into the sufficient position to then it will apply to the it can be used to for the monitoring purposes in the environment. Next, types of proximity sensors. There are three types of proximity sensor: capacitive sensors, proximity sensor and inductive sensors. Capacitive sensor changes their capacitance with respect to the temperature and pressure, and it can be used in the weather monitoring conditions, and it can be used for the industrial applications, automotive applications, and it can be used in digital systems or embedded systems and digital electronics. Proximity sensors, it can be detecting nearby objects without touching. That is, it can be used in all the automation applications, and it can be used in the smartphones and digital systems. Inductive sensors can be changed their electrical inductance, and it is the non-contact devices, and it can be determine all the changes in the inductance. It can be used in digital systems and electronic circuits. Next, overview of the chemical sensors, gas sensors and biosensors. And this gas sensors and biosensors, it can be used in the biological materials like biology, in plants, and in monitoring systems, that is in environmental monitoring systems, and it can be used in healthcare, in hospitals for patient caring. Gas sensor, that is carbon dioxide, oxygen, like that. This gas sensor identify the specific gases like carbon dioxide, and it can be monitoring quality and detecting of the hazard emissions. If any hazards can be happens, this gas sensor can be used to sensing the gas signals to protect the human body. If any some hazards and accidents in any gas leakages in our kitchen also, this gas sensor can be detecting, and it should be protecting the life, and it can be saving the life. Biosensor can be used in a hospital for patient monitoring and environmental monitoring. Next, advanced sensor technologies, micro electrochemical system, MES, and IoT sensor. This MEMS can be used in embedded systems, especially in the electrical components, resistance, capacitance and diodes, and these can be used in various applications in medical devices and industrial applications. IoT sensors. IoT sensors, these sensors can be used in IoT, and this modern technology can be playing very much role in IoT sensors. That is, IoT is Internet of Things. The things are objects like TV, smartphones, computers, laptops, so windows, doors. If it is connected with internet that normal devices becomes smart devices. That is, normal devices becomes IoT. So that is, if the our mobile phone, normal mobile phone, we are using many applications in the mobile phone because of the internet. So this communication is between object to object or machine to machine or human to object or human to human because of this IoT sensors. And IoT sensors are playing major role in our electronics appliances, embedded systems. These are used in VLSI and all the applications. Next, challenges and developments in sensor technologies. Current challenges, the sensors can be nowadays used in smart appliances, all the smartphones. So now our world becomes smart because of, and everyone should use the smart appliances, because this will providing the quality, and it size is very less, and it should be very comfortable and convenient, and communication is possible with your image and video and everything. Next, improving sensor accuracy. So we are going to improving the static characteristics, that is accuracy. If it accuracy is a best feature, if the sensor having a good accuracy, this output is in very quality, and every consumers and every other human can be showing interested to purchase these sensors. And reducing size also very less. So because of less size also, this we are showing so much of interest. This is also best feature, reducing size. If that electronic appliance or device having a less size, everyone is showing interest because it's comfortable to holding. The sensor can major role by playing this the challenges in development and sensor technology. So sensor technology can be improved day by day, and it can be explained by board. I am explaining the classification of sensors. First, sensor. Sensor is a mediator. Sensor is a mediator. A sensor is a device to convert this non-electrical signals. Non-electrical signals are like physical signals or physical quantities. These physical quantities like, for example, temperature, pressure, motion and displacement, temperature, pressure, motion and displacement, and humidity. These are converted into electrical signals. These are converted into electrical signal in the form of resistance, capacitance, in the change in inductance. These are electrical signals. And these sensors, there are many types of sensors. Temperature sensors. Temperature sensors are three types: thermistors, thermocouples, RTDs, and thermocouples. And next, LDR, light dependent resistors, and GPS sensors, and motion and displacement sensor, proximity sensors. Okay, these are the types of sensors which can be used in these electronic appliances or smartphones. Okay, and next, I am explaining my presentation by using a video. Sensor is a device, and these electronic sensors can be used in the IoTs. Okay, and sensors, all the devices can be connected with the internet. We call it as the Internet of Things. So these devices can be embedded with electronics hardware, software, electronics hardware, software, and sensors. Sensors playing major role in the IoTs. Without sensors, we doesn't imagine our world. Without sensor, we doesn't imagine the smart sensor. So compulsory these sensors can be used in the smart appliances. And this in this IoT, all these objects like mobile phones, so computers, all these are connected with the internet too. It becomes a smart devices or smart appliances. A smart home is the best example. Smart home is the best example. In a smart home, we are using smart TV, smart refrigerators, smart washing machines. So in all this, we are using, if it is a washing machine, we are using the temperature sensor, and ovens, we are using the temperature sensors to become smart. So we are sitting in our room, we are sitting at one place to operating all devices, operating this all electronic devices to controlling by receiver or to sit, and we are controlling this all the devices at one place. Okay, that type of possibility, this type of this it is possible by using the electronic appliances. So although this is a very fast generation, so this IoT is playing major role. So if we are seeing here, this IoT devices can be having a good characteristics, static characteristics as well as dynamic characteristics. Static characteristics does not varying with the time, and dynamic characteristics are varying with the time, and the static characteristics are accuracy, precision, or resolution, and error. Dynamic characteristics step and ramp and impulse. Okay, so if TV, we are connecting this normal TV with internet, it becomes a smart. In the smart TV, this type of possibility is there by using connecting internet, by using YouTube. Whatever we want to see, we can use our TV to see all the we are using for our entertainment purpose and anything. Okay, if we are feeling anything that should be appeared in the TV. That means whatever we want, we are browsing through the internet by using the TV also. Next here, and sensing, here there are general devices and sensing devices. General devices can be used in our home appliances like refrigerator. In the refrigerator, if the difference between a normal refrigerator and smart refrigerator is the normal refrigerator, we are frequently testing our food, is it expired, as is it in a normal, by opening the door. But if it is a smart refrigerator, that sensor can sense, and sensors can telling that the food is expired. So like that, the refrigerator can be useful for us. And mobile phones, okay, because of this smart mobile phones, our communication is possible between one device. We are seeing by video calls, because of the sensors. Next, GPS sensor and GSM sensor. Sensors can be used to sensing the location. Okay, so it can be used by using the Google Maps, and it can be used in trains. Where is my train? And for we know the location of the flights, and it can be used to control the speed and direction. And by using this GPS location, we are finding the location. If we are tracing, we are sharing the location, our mobile to our friend mobile, we know the location because of this GPS sensors. And next, this IoT devices can be used for the human, and we become so much of convenient and comfort, and we are enjoying and entertainment, and it can be used, the world becomes smart, and every electronic devices becomes smart because of internet of things, and these objects are useful, and day by day this technology can be improved, and so the sensor is playing major role in our life. Next, these sensors can be using a playing a very major role in our everyday life. So sometimes we are doesn't imagine with our life without sensors and without smart devices. So the world, the total we are addicted to this technology. So nowadays this technology can be improved day by day because of these sensors. Next, I'm explaining by using this board. Okay, Okay, we have different types of sensors. Okay, so these are the sensors are classified into, there are two types of sensors, like it is the sensors can be playing major role in all the smart appliances. Okay, so this IoT can be, sensors can be used in IoTs. Here this devices can be connected with the internet, like TV. If we connect TV, normal TV can be connected with internet, the TV becomes a smart TV. And next, refrigerator, AC, refrigerator and AC. Okay, normal AC. Okay, if we forget to switch off our AC and we are go to the office, also we are controlling our AC by using our smartphone application from our smartphone to we're off the AC. This type of possibility is there because of these smart devices and IoT. And next, washing machine. If you forget to switch off the washing machine, also, if it is a smart, we no need to switch off. It is automatically off. It is automatically off and automatically heating. Automatically take the water because of this smart washing machines. And cars, smart cars. And next, ovens. Okay, so because of all devices can be connected to internet too, our home becomes smart home. Okay, and next, and the sensors are playing major role. The sensors and these devices can be connected with electronics and software program, and it can be connected with the sensors. So suppose if it is temperatures, the temperature sensors can be control the heat, refrigerators, AC and ovens, and it can, and next it can be used in automobile industries. Suppose in washing machine also temperature sensors can be used. There are three types of temperature sensors: thermistors, thermocouples, and RTDs. RTD, it is a resistor temperature detector. In all these temperature detectors can be used to control the refrigerator, AC, oven and washing machine. RTD is a best suitable temperature sensor because it having a good static characteristics, accuracy and precision and resolution. Next, type of sensors are active sensors and passive sensors, analog sensors and digital sensors. And analog sensors and digital sensors. And digital sensors. Active sensor, passive sensors, analog sensor and active sensor so measures, it doesn't require any external excitation source, it will directly give the output. Passive sensor will give, it requires an external excitation source or power signals. Analog signal will generate a continuous output, and digital sensors can generate a digital output in the form of binary, that is 0 and 1s. Next, it can be transfer the data, byte data, word data and nibble data, and this can be used in digital systems. The sensors are playing major role in our life. Day by day, this modern technology can be improved. And thank you.